Namaste. Good morning to all. Welcome to morning session. Namaste Gopal Babu Bhaiya.
नमस्ते दीदी।
Ji. Here today we have sharing of Soumya Didi. Should we start the sharing?
जी दीदी।
Ji. Thank you Bhaiya. Namaste Soumya Didi. Good morning.
नमस्ते दीदी, नमस्ते भैया।
Ji. So Soumya Didi, I'm putting Soumya Didi's introduction. Didi joined the first online FPP in July 2023 and Didi started the morning batch from 8th batch and now presently Didi is contributing in so many activities in international conference in holistic health team. Soumya Didi is from Bangalore. Now I invite Soumya Didi. Didi, over to you. You can start your sharing.
Thank you भैया दीदी। Namaste to all. Um, I am Soumya from Bangalore. I live with my husband, my mother-in-law, my daughter, and my parents, my grandfather, my brother, my sister's family. My understanding from exercise 1 and 2, the step 1 of exercise 1, I would like to mention the shift that I was able to see when I was doing this step 1 of exercise 1 from batch 8 to batch 13. I am able to see that there is a shift in the way I have observing the step 1 of exercise 1. Initially, when I started in batch 8, there were so many days where I was not able to even connect to anything in my thoughts. Then that observation slowly shifted to uh, getting some thoughts, and I slowly started observing that most of the time when my observation was happening, it was with respect to outside. It was with respect to my expression. Then I could see the shift in observing from expression to my behavior. And from my behavior, it slowly shifted to the relationship with other people. And from relationship with other people, it started focusing on other people, the feeling for other people. And then now I feel that I have started observing the feeling within me. So this is the shift that has happened from batch 8 to now, that just by being aware, I was only concentrating on outside how I'm expressing. And now I'm able to see that when you say be aware, I used to be aware at a particular moment, but by the time I have participated, interacted with people, I was not having that awareness also. So now I'm able to see that I am more aware, and when I'm saying aware, that is from my feeling within to when I'm talking to people around me. I can see that I am aware for a longer duration as compared to what it was before. So this shift happened in this present batch. I feel I'm observing it now. For example, I used to have a lot of negative thoughts and I was behaving wrong. But my focus used to be on my behavior and not on the thought initially when I started. So I would see that I am behaving okay. I am behaving correct because I did not have that awareness that I was behaving. That was my observation. I started observing that, you know, then the shift was from thought to the feeling. And I started observing a feeling and I could see that I have the right feeling. But by the time I would behave or talk to the other person, it could be my father, my husband, my daughter. By the time I would express it and talk to them, I could see that I was not aware. So this observation I'm able to see at step one. So now, for example, I would like to mention that most of the time my behavior I'm able to see with my daughter. When I am trying to converse with her, I check for the feeling at that particular moment. I feel that I have the right feeling and I want to talk to her. And by the time I'm talking to her, I could see that I would not have the same feeling. And this observation has helped me to understand now that second step is the feeling that you have at this moment naturally acceptable to you. I'm able to see that it is naturally acceptable feeling or not naturally acceptable feeling. When I have this naturally acceptable feeling in me, I'm able to see that I am more comfortable and I am the one who's deciding the feeling and it is based on my natural acceptance. And when I'm able to see that my feeling is based on my natural acceptance, I'm also able to express it. And I'm also able to see that I am comfortable and my state, either happiness or unhappiness, is because of my feeling within me. And for example, I would like to mention that now when I talk to my daughter, she is 5 years old. Many times she is doing things that she's not supposed to do. For example, she shouts at my parents. Sometimes it has reduced. I can see her behavior also changing. Earlier, I could see that she used to shout like how I used to shout. I started observing her way of behaving with me. Her way of behaving, she learned it from me, I feel, and she was expressing it with my own parents, everybody, every elderly person. And I used to feel so much of discomfort in me, saying why she was behaving like this. I started observing this that whatever I am doing with her, she is doing the same thing with everyone else. So that was one of the triggering points for me to be very serious about my observation, and that really helped me in understanding this exercise much better. So I would take it as an example, like why she is behaving like this. It took me a lot of time to understand that I was behaving like her. When I started with the eighth batch, I was not even able to understand that my behavior is also like hers. So as I was doing the exercise, now I can see that my state, my behavior, my thoughts, my feelings, it is I who decide. So if I have negative thoughts in me, if I am not comfortable with it, I am expressing the same in my behavior, in my thoughts. When I'm cooking my food, I'm able to see if I'm not comfortable with it, I'm not able to cook the food properly. I'm not able to put the ingredients properly. I'm not able to have that feeling of relationship in me, and that is also expressed outside. So I can see this clarity now I feel, and I'm able to see that now I have the feeling which is naturally acceptable in me at more moments than it was before. So when I'm able to understand the relationship, harmony, and coexistence, I'm able to see that I'm able to see the feeling in me. The thoughts are also in line with natural acceptance. And I'm able to see that I'm more comfortable with it and I'm able to be happy. Is my observation from exercise one. Moving to exercise two, I am able to observe that I am there and the body is also there. I can see that I am transacting with the body by giving instructions to the body from time to time as and when required. This observation is much better than what it was before, but I can say it is not there at many moments. I had a issue with my back during one of the batches in the morning session, and I was not even able to understand that the self is there and the body is there. Little bit of shift happened when I had this slip disc issue. I was able to observe that there was disharmony in the body, but the disharmony in the self was more as compared to the body. I was not able to be aware of the self, and I was only trying to work on the body. So I thought it was the disharmony in the body that was more important. As I was doing this exercise in every batch, now I'm able to see that it is a disharmony in the self which is a priority uh, over the disharmony in the body. And I'm able to see that I am reading the sensations from the body and I am not the sensation. And I'm also able to see that the sensations that I read, I am the one who's deciding to read the sensations and I am giving the meaning to the sensations. And how I'm giving the meaning to the sensations is, for example, earlier I thought, okay, there is a problem with the body, concentrate on that particular part, try to only get the body part normal. It was based on my assumptions because I felt I am the body and not the coexistence of self and body. But now I'm able to see that the body is there, I am there. There is a discomfort in the body, and I need to work on that. I'm able to understand what is the possible cause for the discomfort. Is it because I have done a physical activity? Is it because I am doing something which I'm not supposed to do with my body? And that I'm able to see it is because of the self. I'm able to see that the sensations that I'm getting from outside, for example, I hear some people.
Didi, Soumya Didi. Sorry, Didi.
So, coming to reading the sensations from outside, I can see that shift now. Like for example, earlier I used to have opposition with a lot of people, almost all the people around me, especially my closed ones. So I would take the input, I would hear to what they are saying based on assumptions. I could see that because of the opposition in me, I could read the sensation when they are saying something, I would react. Even if they would say something which is naturally acceptable, I would react. But now I'm able to see that what they are saying and what I am reacting is because of my feeling. Now I'm able to observe that if the feeling in me is not naturally acceptable, then I'm able to react at that moment. And this reaction is based on my assumptions or my sanskars. So if my sanskar is based on the assumption, I'm able to see that I am reacting. And if I am aware of myself, if I'm aware of my natural acceptance, I am able to see that I am comfortable listening to it. So I'm able to see now that my content of imagination, if it is guided by natural acceptance, then I'm able to see it is expressed in my behavior. I am the reason, I am the one giving the meaning, and I'm also able to see that I am comfortable within and I'm able to respond at more moments as compared to what it was before. So, this is my observation from this particular batch that there is more clarity in the self. I'm able to see that I am using my body as an instrument I am using my body as and when required and am able to observe that the self is the one which is deciding. I am the one deciding. In the present batch, I was able to observe. I think I was able to observe. I need guidance for this. I am able to observe that I am there is a possibility to be at the pure self, and I am working at the lower level at many moments. So I want to be at the pure self, and I can see that this kind of conversation that I am having this dialogue now. I can see that my behavior, my work, there is a pause when I am performing or when I'm participating in the larger order. So this is my observation from exercise 1 and exercise 2. How many steps? I think I'm able to see the steps clearly. I'm able to observe that happiness is innate and it is not from outside. I am working on the program from within, keeping the self in focus. I could see that most of my moments were based on preconditioning, and now I'm able to see that there are moments where it is based on natural acceptance. I would like to work on the program with having the program based on natural acceptance at every moment. My commitment is I would want to devote every moment to be aware and to have the right understanding in me and the right feeling in me. Towards social responsibility, I am trying to be aware and be part of it as and when possible. And that is my commitment from my side. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Soumya Didi, for this nice and step-by-step sharing. Now I would like to invite Gopal Babu Bhaiya for feedback on Soumya Didi's sharing.
Namaste Didi.
Namaste, Bhaiya.
Ji. So nice sharing Didi. Yeah. And important point is that we are able to see available choices within the self. So we have whole range of living. If we see insight, so range is available from selecting, testing, to analyzing, to contemplating, to understanding, to realization. And if we see outside, range is available mutual happiness to undivided society to world family order. So both sides, if we are going in depth in the self, if we are expanding outside, side a wide range is available with choices. And with this process, with these exercises, we are able to see those choices within ourselves. So that is very important. Earlier, we used to think that we are helpless. If someone is reacting, I have no other choice to react only. Now with this process, we are able to see that someone is reacting, but still I have choice to react or not to react, to have feeling of opposition or relation, to feeling of coexistence or struggle. So this choice we have. So awareness of this choice is very important. So as you shared that you are able to see these choices, and once we are able to see that we have choices whether to have feeling of relationship or position, then why we would go to feeling of opposition? We will always have feeling of relationship within us that is naturally acceptable to us. So what I think it is a very important outcome of this morning session. Those who are joining this morning session from long time, now gradually they are able to see that they are not helpless. They have many choices. They can be at a state of pure observer or at the state of imagination. So I think you are able to see those choices, Didi. है ना? And for continuity, practice is required, but important is now we are aware that we have choices. So this is important point in your sharing, Didi, है ना? That we are not bound to react. We always choose to react, and we also have otherwise choice to respond. So this range, है ना, we are aware of, or we are becoming aware of. So that is important, Didi. So you are, exploring, you are exercising this process in day-to-day life while interacting with family members, interacting with colleagues. So listening is one part, but practicing it is important. So you are doing both, Didi. So you are listening also and you are practicing also. That's why you are paying attention on each interaction with your daughter, with other members. And with interaction, you are able to see choice available within you. So nice, Didi, है ना? And it is very interesting that we are not bound to react. We are not bound to shout. We always choose to shout. And we have other wise choice also. So nice, Didi, keep it up. And you are also volunteering, I think. So keep continuing, Didi. Do practice. And it is a process. It will take time. And we should be process centric, not outcome centric. Outcome will come naturally. We need to stick in process only. So many things will be resolved. And as you have said also, that many things is are resolving in your life. So it is happening because of the process. So be in process, continue this process, Didi. Anything else you want to add in my comment, Didi?
No, I can see when you said, outcome centric and process centric. Earlier, my observations were more of the outcome. It was on the behavior and the expression. A lot of time I was observing only the expression and the behavior. It took me time to start observing within. And now I can see that if it is within, I mean, I'm able to see the difference for me. I'm able to see that the expectations also have reduced. The expectations are also in line with natural acceptance. And I am comfortable that changes happen. Earlier, it used to be that why they are not reacting, why they are not behaving like that with me, why they are not responding to me. It was more outside. It was outside completely. Now I'm able to see that it is within me, and like you mentioned that I have started practicing. Maybe it was earlier in the form of information, and sometimes I would do the practice, but now I see more moments where it, in being in the process is helping me understand myself much better. Thank you, Vaya.
Ji. So one more line about your sharing, just language-wise correction. So expectation is minimizing means now I am evaluating other sanskar and expecting according to other sanskar competence. So we are doing expectation in the right manner. What is possible for others, we are only expecting that. Earlier, we were over expecting from others. So earlier, we used to have over expectation. Now, because we are evaluating ourselves, so we are evaluating others also. Now we are expecting as per others sanskar. So this is creating relaxation in us, because now we are aware of ourselves, we are aware of others also. That other can do as per his sanskars only. So our expectation is re-evaluating. So we are re-evaluating our expectation also. So evaluation of our feeling, awareness of ourself, it will re-evaluate expectation from others also. And we both will feel relaxed. I will feel relaxed because I am aware of my choices. Other will feel relaxed because now I am not over expecting from others. I am expecting only as per his sanskar. So this is mutual happiness. In UHV2 we say that mutual happiness, mutual prosperity. So this is mutual happiness. So I am happy because of I am aware of my choices. Other is comfortable because I am not over expecting from others. So in interaction both are comfortable. So gradually we are moving towards mutual happiness. And we have to increase our competence so that we can ensure this mutual happiness from family to world family. So that will be a natural outcome. The more we evaluate ourselves, the more we will be able to evaluate others also. जी दीदी.
Raya, thank you for drawing my attention. And yeah, I was not thinking of this. So now it will help me in evaluating myself. Thank you, Raya.
जी नमस्ते दीदी.
Namaste.
जी, thank you so much, Gopal Babu Bhaiya. Kumar Bhaiya, Sharmila Didi, Namaste. You want to give your feedback on Soumya Didi's sharing?
Namaste everyone. Am I audible?
जी भैया, you are audible भैया.
Ji. Namaste Soumya Didi. I could not listen to your sharing completely, but the way I have been interacting to you and I have been observing you and see a lot of transformation. I also listened to your sharing during the national conference, and there's a lot of possibility that I see with you. The way you are working upon yourself, trying to understand in depth, fulfilling your relationships, and also participating in the larger order through education. That is really commendable, and in a very short span of time you have been able to come out of several issues that you were earlier facing, and the simplicity, the naive approach that you take, and I'll say the perseverance that you have will take you really further. And you are also presenting in the demo sessions, so gradually you can be able to present the content much better, and that will also expedite the progress in your region in terms of value-based education. So my best wishes to you.
Thank you, Raya.
Yeah, I'll also just say a few words. Unfortunately, I am not available at that time, so I could not hear your sharing, Soumya. But for everybody, I just want to say that in all my interactions with Soumya ji, I find that she's a very, very committed volunteer, and she's a people person. She coordinates things in a very nice manner and is able to connect with many people. And that's a very big quality, I think. Also, the exploration part, I can see the growth in you, Soumya, from the time that we first met and interacted till now. I can see a lot of growth And I think that's largely because of obviously because of your own exploration. So all the very best to you in all your endeavors. And of course, like Kumar Bhaiya said, there is a lot of potential, and I think that you're very valuable to the whole team. So all the very best to you.
Thank you, Didi.